It says I, Menace Snowdecker, and welcome back to another YouTube video of Doki Doki Literature Club, literally right where we left off. And it's time to read poems in a moment, because my throat is still in pain. It's one thing to read, it's another thing to say it and try to give voices on occasion while you read. Ah, man. I returned to where I put my stuff and carefully slipped the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Oh, this will be great. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Oh, I'm hoping I get a good reaction out of Natsuki. I really hope I do. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well now, that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Nice. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Should I just start calling her Demonica every time I see her name? Demonica? Demonica? Just Demonica? Just Demonica? Just Demonica? She's so Demonica. You know what? I'm just gonna start calling her Demonica every time I see her name. I'm not sorry, actually. Sorry to the creators, not sorry to the character. This is gonna be awesome. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh. Who should I show my poem to first? Skip. 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 You! I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. She's a bit embarrassed. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Oh, come on. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Now she feels like a jerk. You can see it on her face. Oh, I'm loving this. Ooh, ooh. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Oh, sorry. Like the Demonica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. I am happy. You're flustered. I like this look on you. It's really adorable and absolutely cute. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. I needed that laugh. Irk. Irk, dirk, blurk, zerk. Blurk, nurk. Suki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Atsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you'll still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Demonica won't make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I mean, it's a bit childish if you're going for something professional, but it's certainly a bit inspirational when you actually look at it as a whole. People can try. We might not be able to fly. If we work hard enough, we can climb. But human beings, is all we can do is try. Try to do better, try to be better. That's all we can do, right? What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. That is true. Honestly, the high school life is stupid. A lot of the stuff they put you through actually dehumanizes you to make you more compliant to things like order and, you know, following directions, that kind of stuff. But when they do that, they cut out your imagination. They cut out the stuff that makes you a person. The thought of dreaming and thinking big. They take that away from you. And I don't like that. So people don't even take my writing seriously. You see, sometimes you gotta peel away the layers to look at what's beneath the surface. I thought it was great. Yeah, sure, it looks childish, a bit kiddish. But when you look at it as a whole, there's a nice little lesson in there. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. In my case, it was me watching people who I thought were great telling me that I would never achieve and shouldn't achieve, and that's all they ever wanted from me, only to realize that they didn't really achieve anything in their lives so far, and that I achieved much more than they have so far. That was my case. So I decided to write about it. Oh wait, no. I gotta do it like one of those video game references. There was this random one I saw where a video game player had just beaten a whole bunch of people who were there to basically end his life. And what he did was he held out his hands and he did this. And then he started reeling his hand, and then he gave them all the finger, and then he pulled out his gun and ended them. Oh, it was funny. It was super funny. Yeah, I understand. There we go. A happy smile. Now that is a picture worth 1,000 words. Look how happy she is. I like that. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. Aw, she's blushing again. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Age is irrelevant. You don't need to be 50 years old to be experienced. Young people can be experienced too. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's just go ahead and get to Monica out of the way. Hi, Menace. Having a good time so far? I was until I had to see your name. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, could you stop doing that adorable pose you keep doing to try to thirst trap me? I am not cheap and I am not easy. I'm not gonna fall for something so basic. I'm above that. I'm always listening. Not to my advice, apparently. I guarantee you she'll do it again. I guarantee it. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I just did. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. She can't hear you, bro. It's a video game. I know it's a video game. I just wish she had the common decency to look through the fourth wall like she actually tries to. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. There it is, yep. Sadly, yes, depending on the outfit, it is literally a thirst trap pose. Which is very sad. To you too, Demonica. Don't worry, Menace. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Pass. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Menace. Really? I actually am surprised by that. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Are you saying that because I'm a male with strong biceps and testosterone that I can't be adorable when I want to? Fail. To you too. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. I will. Ahahaha. If you say so. I say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there. that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. Why do I feel like she's a really young substitute teacher? I don't know why I'm getting that vibe. I don't know. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her words. Like filling in the topic, is that what she's saying? They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. Can I leave now? Can I just, like, take your face and, like, just whip it around and throw you into the closet and then just, like, throw down a smoke bomb and just exit through the window? That'd be nice at this point. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. You're making me tired. Stop it. I'm good now. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. Yeah, like play a high school game with 4 very beautiful girls. All of which who apparently want me and my sweet hide, despite me not consenting to it whatsoever. One of which, who's probably going to do some things later that I cannot say that I want to right now, because it'd be a spoiler, and I've done enough of that already. I never played the game, but I did watch Jacksepticeye and Markiplier play it when I was younger. And I always wanted to play it myself. But that was years and years ago when I ended up watching it. And I don't remember almost any of this. All I really remembered was the poem stuff. But I didn't even memorize all that either. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might get a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles. I like axe style, no, gun style, it's where it's at. You arguing with me, boy? Yeah, no, the healing style where it's at. You can heal any injury if you just learn the basics of all forms of chemistry. Boy, we don't want your weak chemistry in here, boy. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Poison potion! Accidentally splashed it on myself. No! These are the jokes, kids. But I always hope you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Just accept it, Decker. Just accept it. Just accept it. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. That's a bit bigger than I thought it was. Going to be anyways. That's what she said. Kidding! I'm kidding! I'm kidding! This is a high school game! I'm kidding! I'm kidding! Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know it wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas... already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. That sounds like a stalker poem. Girl stalking boy through hole in wall. Boy notices girl. And she realizes she wasn't stalking him. He was watching her stalk him through the hole. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Enough with the awkward giggling already. I pulled my punch on that one. I don't want to damage the headset. Or my face too much. But my bones can take it. I've been through worse. Much worse. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. You know what? This camera position is actually starting to grow on me now. Just a little bit. Yeah, sure, it's still in front of a lot of the words and stuff, but I can still see if I could just, like, twist my head around slightly and use my brain to fill in the rest. Now, excuse me. I think I've had too much water. Drinks more anyways, because I can, and my throat's becoming dry. I'm gonna run out of water at this rate. Man. Major bummer. What was the inspiration behind this one? I thought the game glitched there for a moment. My head panicked. I thought she had 3 arms there for a second. That kind of freaked me out. Just Demonica, just Demonica. She is just so Demonica. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of... Is that epiphany? Recently? I think that's what the word is. I'm tired. It's early in the morning while I'm recording this. Busy schedule. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing. No, Demonica. Here's Demonica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. How about the point of that finger? If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Sayori, let's see what you got. This is a good poem, Menace. Are you sure it's your first time? Yes. I'm very sure it's my first time. I can't take this seriously. Just get on with it. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. Harsh. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. My brain keeps spazzing out on me. It's just like dying. Here and there, and then it reactivates. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? As like I said before, Menace, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. That is a fair point. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! Now I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! I mean, now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish you away a rainy day? To wish away a rainy day. Stop adding words that aren't there. I held a nice vibe there for a moment, and then I just botched it for myself. I'm guessing my face is red right now, because my face is actually stinging a little bit from all the slapping. Or I guess it's not even like a slap, it's more of a smack. Whatever. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay, Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. Oh, man. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. You're hopeless. but I actually like this. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. I just realized when she bends over and does this, she's basically doing the same pose as Monica. The only difference is... Oh, I'm sorry, not Monica, Monica. I keep doing that to myself now. The only difference is she's not actually exposing her upper body like Demonica keeps doing. Which makes it less of a thirst trap and more of just the image of guilt because she's shrinking herself down a little bit because she feels super embarrassed. Kind of like this. Instead of a full-on. If you know what I mean. If you do, great. If not, whatever. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Forgetful. Singularly focused on one thing. Not paying attention. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I've been skipping it for years. I turned out alright. It's lunch that I need the most. And dinner. What's with the pouty face? I get all cranky. Oh, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Demonica's the best. No, she ain't. Yeah, no, she ain't. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'm looking forward to it. Alright, Yuri, what do you have? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. Good gosh, at the rate you're talking, you might as well be choking. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. She doesn't like it. It was made for Natsuki, not her. It's your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so... sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Yeah, I noticed. It sounds like she's actually experienced. Fun! Once Yuri finds her trains of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques. I can't talk. Brain. Dead. Dying. Why? Please. Tell me. I need help. This game's killing my brain cells. So why am I so happy about it? I don't know. That go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together. Probably the most challenging part. Oh boy. If I wanted to learn something new, I could have just gone back to school. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things, especially grammar. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Yours was probably the best feedback, but I'm way too tired to take this all seriously right now. I need something stupid funny. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Probably everyone. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh goody, it's a short one. I like the use of the looping of the pen on the writing. It reminds me of cursive. Very nice. Ghost Under the Light. Oh, it is cursive! I can tell by the R. She just mixed the letters a little bit when she did this. I'm impressed. I like that. I don't see cursive a lot these days. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Are you freaking kidding me? That's the best handwriting I've seen all year. I am not joking. That is literally the best handwriting I've seen all year. I like that. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah. Well. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? No, it was perfect, Yuri. I usually write longer poems. I like to read one sometime. It'd be a good read. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Menace. Really? Yeah, I didn't really get ghosts from that one. I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, I think you missed the point. I did not get a ghost vibe from that one. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Man, she is really smart. You can tell by the words she's using and choosing. She must have a really nice IQ and intellect. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort. Unable to get... I'm sorry. To let go of the past. I misread that. Shame on me. I saw let and my brain said get. Get let. Get let. L-E-T, get let. Let get food. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Exactly, that's all we can do as people. Try. I'm counting on you. So many words. That is the vibe I'm feeling right now. It took me almost 40 minutes to get through that. Am I getting the time wrong by a little bit? You know what? Whatever. Point is, we're here now. Let's keep moving. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem. Another word I have never seen before. Tandem. What does that one mean? I'm going to be seeing a lot of words here I probably have never heard of in my life. Define. Tandem. This is great. I'm learning things. Oh, I put an O. Same on me. That is an odd way to use that word in a sentence. I never would have thought it meant that. Tandem. Definition. Noun. A bicycle with seats and pedals for two riders, one behind the other. Adverb. With two or more horses harnessed, one behind another. Adjective. Having two things arranged one in front of the other. A tandem trailer. So it's basically two things put together. I never would have guessed that's what tandem meant. I've never heard that word before in my life. That's fascinating. I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? It's cute because you're learning something. Bat's eyelashes. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. There's no need to say it like a snarky princess. Like, your compliment, like, just totally did not come out nice. Like, at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Menace did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Inspiring? I'm doing it again. I'm exhausted. Brain, stop tormenting me. Don't make me slap you again. Which I haven't yet. And Menace liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh no, it's about to become a cat fight. Here we go. Okay, sit back, relax. Let's enjoy the show. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Menace actually... I did it again. I'm sorry. Maybe you're just jealous that Menace appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Menace started showing up. I never thought I'd say that on my channel. I never thought in a million years I'd be saying something like that on my channel. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little bit too far. Nat and Yuri, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Okay, I'm about to be dragged into this. Menace? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Natsuki is telling the truth there. Yuri basically did start it, but to be fair, Natsuki, even though Yuri started it, you lost your temper. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all Another word I don't know. For crying out loud, I'm learning so many new words. Convoluted. Okay, convoluted. All convoluted for no reason. especially of an argument, story, or sentence, extremely complex and difficult to follow. Complicated and difficult to understand. Okay. Okay, that's what she meant. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Menace. Don't drag me into this. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Yeah, to give me a flippin' headache. Just get straight to the point already. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Menace? Well... Is it possible to like something and not like it at all at the same time? Like, I'm liking that they're dragging me into this, because I like hearing this conversation, but I don't like the fact that I'm being dragged into this to settle an argument. How did I get dragged this in the first place? I got dragged into it because they valued my opinion, apparently. Bummer. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... I'm sorry, but I do not like complex sentences. I really don't. They're so annoying, and they take so long to decipher. I like it when it's straight to the point. Like, if you're in a war, do you want a complex sentence that's like a paragraph long saying... like every single detail, including their names, birth, origin, how old they are? No. No, I want something straight to the point that says, like, troops, camp, here, and lists of weapons to look out for. That's all I really need. I don't need a complex thing stating every last detail. I am not gonna call on Sayori to bail me out of this. Yuri, you're really talented. Wait, what? Well, but Natsuki has a point. Oh, okay. I think that I rack my brain into an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know. That's not... I feel like a jerk now. Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. She wasn't the one who dragged chest sizes into the conversation. Chests do not matter, okay? If I've learned anything over the years, there's nothing to be jealous about here. Because from my past experiences in relationships that I've had, because I've seen a lot and been through a lot, I can say this with full confidence. It's not about how big the chest is, it's not about how big her rear is, it's not even about how pretty she is or how tall she is or even how rich she is. And the same can go vice versa with the male. It's not about how handsome he is, how strong he is, how good looking he is, not about how wealthy he is. It's about how much you love her and how much she loves you. So I tend to find a lot of the arguments that girls have, like this one, kinda stupid. I mean, it was just dumb. Like, you're both beautiful, you're both young. You're both talented. Get a grip, shut up and get over it already. Make up and become friends again. Ay. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be... And sharing it can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. Oh gosh! With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Menace. Sheesh! Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're so naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Menace. Oh yeah, absolutely. I just love sitting here listening to two girls talk about boob sizes, and then drag me into it and to find out which one's better. In short, not giving out every detail, but that's pretty much what happened. Except the better part was about writing, and not boobs. I am so dumbstruckingly hindered by this now. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Menace, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone. About boobs. Gosh. Awesome. Gosh. Oh, my head. is not going to be forgetting this conversation anytime this week. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I don't think so. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I'd have a better time perfecting a new backup Beyblade launching style than I would writing a poem. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Menace! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Beams with delight, beams with energy, beams with dark energy blast, beams laser vision, beams concentrated love matter through my body. I don't know what I'm saying. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Man, my throat is so raspy right now. It's getting worse. Sayori. About what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. Oh, I can tell. You don't hate them, do you? Nah. Natsuki might be a pill. But they're growing on me. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Menace, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... What's with all the laughing and giggling? It's really awkward. Makes me feel weird inside. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. No brain, stop it. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Man, not what I expected at all. So that's how my day went, huh? I love this music, though. This is really nice. Alright. I'm going to save the game right here. Why are there so many slots? Yes, I want to overwrite. That looks so glitched. There was something else that I came across earlier that I wanted to... Yeah. Yeah, I want to see something. What the... Oh! I actually get to save those? Okay, then I'm going to come back to this later, then. See what all I unlocked and did not unlock. Okay, I had no idea. Side story. Trust, Part 1. Trust, Part 2. Side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, that's cool! I didn't know! Okay. What about mail? No new mail. 347. Wait, it actually tells accurate time? Holy crap, that's nice. Character, game, internal, introduce, resets. Who needs that many bytes on a text document or a file? My gosh. That is a big file. That is nuts. Yeah, this game is not suitable for children at all. But I cannot deny this game is definitely growing on me more and more. How? How does this grow on me more than Minecraft, more than Roblox, more than things like Plasma Burst, or Gears of War, Halo? Why is this getting me? It's getting me hooked. There's no action, there's no shooting, there's no bombs, no explosions, but I don't know, it's definitely getting my attention more and more. We haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. We've only just scratched the surface. Man. Alright. I am getting a crap ton of messages on my phone, so I have to go and view those. Another day. Another message compartment. Anyways, thank you everybody so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, then give it a like. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. And like always, this is Minister Decker signing off. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. And have a great day, everybody. And don't forget to smile. Because a smile a day, it goes the long way. Hope to see you all back here again soon.